have found a terrestrial planet orbiting Proxima Centauri. It's the nearest exoplanet we will ever find because it's the nearest star.
The James Webb Space Telescope, with its unmatched clarity and power, recently turned its mirror toward Proxima Centauri, the closest star system to our own, to examine its most intriguing planet, Proxima B, orbiting within the habitable zone of its small red dwarf star. Proxima B has long been hailed as one of the most promising candidates for extraterrestrial life within our stellar neighborhood. But what the telescope uncovered when it focused its instruments on this distant world was far from reassuring. In fact, it was something more aligned with science fiction horror than scientific hope. A true nightmare scenario that is as fascinating as it is chilling. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. Proxima B has always been a tantalizing target for exoplanet exploration. Located just over 4 light-years away, it's roughly Earth-sized and lies in a region where liquid water could theoretically exist on its surface. It has inspired generations of scientists and dreamers alike, becoming a symbol of what could await us among the stars. However, the James Webb Space Telescope, with its powerful infrared capabilities and spectroscopic tools, has peeled back the curtain on this alien world in a way no instrument has before. What it found casts a long shadow over any hope that Proxima B might resemble a second Earth. Upon observation, the JWST's sensors detected a disturbing pattern of atmospheric composition, or more precisely, the near-total absence of one. Instead of the telltale signs of a life-supporting atmosphere such as oxygen, water vapor, or even nitrogen, the telescope revealed a thin, scorched shell of residual gases, the battered remnants of an atmosphere that once was. This desolation wasn't random. The spectrum also detected traces of ionized particles and signatures of intense stellar radiation far beyond what had been previously assumed. The data suggests that Proxima B is being bombarded relentlessly by deadly solar flares from its host star, Proxima Centauri. Red dwarfs like Proxima Centauri are known for their volatility. While small and relatively cool compared to stars like our Sun, they can unleash massive solar flares with devastating intensity. The James Webb data confirms that Proxima Centauri has been acting as a merciless executioner, not a nurturing sun. These super flares, some thousands of times more powerful than any flare our Sun has ever produced, seem to hit Proxima B frequently and without warning. Each of these outbursts has likely stripped away atmospheric particles from the planet, layer by layer, transforming what may once have been a blue-green world into a scorched, irradiated husk. The implications of these findings are staggering. First and foremost, they challenge a long-standing assumption in exoplanet studies, that being in the habitable zone is enough. Proxima B exists at just the right distance to receive moderate stellar heat, but the constant battering from high-energy particles and radiation has clearly rendered that fact meaningless. Habitability, it turns out, is not just about distance. It's about the stability of the environment, the shielding provided by an atmosphere, and the temperament of the host star. And in Proxima B's case, every single one of those factors seems to have turned against it. Even more unnerving is the realization that this nightmare scenario might be far more common than previously thought. Red dwarfs are the most common type of star in the Milky Way, comprising nearly 75% of all stars in our galaxy. Many of the exoplanets found so far orbit these small, dim stars. If Proxima B, supposedly one of the best candidates for life, is this inhospitable? What does that mean for the hundreds of other red dwarf systems we've already detected? Are we looking at a galaxy filled not with potential oases, but with the ghost worlds of atmospheres destroyed and oceans evaporated? This revelation forces a reevaluation of the entire search for life beyond Earth. For decades, astronomers have sought the Goldilocks zone, not too hot, not too cold, where planets could maintain liquid water. But now, thanks to Webb's unprecedented data, it's clear that the concept of a Goldilocks zone is vastly oversimplified. Proximity to a red dwarf's habitable zone might mean certain death, not comfortable temperatures. It's not just about distance from the star. It's about the star itself. If it's hyperactive, throwing tantrums of plasma and radiation, it becomes an executioner of atmospheres, a destroyer of biospheres. Moreover, Webb's imaging showed something even more disturbing. Thermal maps of Proxima B's surface revealed a bizarre heat pattern, not indicative of natural volcanic or tectonic processes, but of localized radiation burn zones. These concentrated heat anomalies aligned almost perfectly with regions facing the star during flare activity. It's as if Proxima B is being slow roasted alive. Its surface scorched in cycles of intense heat and brutal radiation, followed by freezing darkness as it rotates. If the planet is tidally locked, always showing the same face to its star, then the day side might be a hellish wasteland while the night side is an airless frozen abyss. The haunting nature of these observations also opens new questions about the resilience of planetary systems. How long can a planet hold on to its atmosphere under such relentless assault? Can magnetic fields save a world like Proxima B? The JWST data provided no evidence of a magnetosphere strong enough to offer protection. Without it, the planet is essentially defenseless, slowly carved into oblivion by its parent star. It's a brutal process, drawn out over millions of years, stripping away any hope atom by atom, and yet there's an almost poetic tragedy to it. A planet so close to us in cosmic terms once held promise. It sits in the right orbital range, it's rocky and Earth-sized, the dream ingredients for habitability. But it was born under a violent star, and that one cruel twist of fate doomed it from the beginning. This isn't just a loss of a potentially habitable planet, it's a lesson in cosmic indifference. Nature does not care about proximity or potential. Conditions must align perfectly, or the outcome is annihilation. What makes the James Webb revelation so stark is not just what was found, but the clarity and certainty with which it was revealed. Older instruments could only hint at atmospheric components or surface temperatures. JWST, with its deep infrared precision, strips away the veil entirely. It doesn't show Proxima B as a question mark, but as a definitive warning. The telescope's spectrometers and thermal imagers painted a picture with grim finality. This is a world in agony, beaten and burned, whispering the story of its own downfall across 4 light-years of vacuum. The broader implications echo beyond exoplanet science. They ripple into philosophical and existential territory. For all the excitement about finding another Earth, there's now a sobering counterbalance. Planets may be common, but hospitable ones, truly Earth-like in every sense, may be rare to the point of near non-existence. The universe might be filled with Earth-sized planets in Earth-like orbits, but if their stars are temperamental executioners, they become false hopes. The dream of galactic colonization, of stepping from world to world like stones across a stream, grows more complex and fragile with every JWST revelation. For astrobiology, the data is both a disappointment and a necessary recalibration. Perhaps life requires a delicate balance not just in planetary conditions, but in stellar temperament. A quiet, stable star like our Sun may be far rarer than we once believed. Red dwarfs were once hoped to be prime candidates for life-bearing systems due to their longevity. But that longevity comes at a cost. Endless time for destruction, endless epochs of flare activity. Webb has made it brutally clear, long life doesn't mean a good life. What's perhaps most eerie about Proxima B is the silence. With such proximity, one might expect more signs of dynamic processes, even if not life. Then at least weather, cloud systems, or geological features detectable via reflectivity or spectral fingerprinting. But what Webb saw was more akin to a corpse than a companion, a world long dead, its story one of loss rather than potential. Its silence is deafening. There are no hints of complexity, no trace gases, no dynamic atmospheric signatures. Just the cold, ghostly remnants of a world that was punished into submission. The discovery doesn't close the book on exoplanet exploration, of course. It only turns the page. It sharpens the focus of future searches and reshapes the questions we ask. The James Webb Telescope has shown that in our quest to find other Earths, we must not only look at planets, but scrutinize their stars with equal intensity. The dream is not dead, but it has been profoundly sobered. The cosmos is not our playground, it is an ancient battlefield, and not every world survives its parent's wrath. For now, Proxima B stands as a grim milestone. It is the closest planet we know outside our solar system, and possibly one of the most ruined. Its proximity makes it an unavoidable subject of study, and what we learn from it will inform the search for decades. It has become not the blueprint of potential, but the emblem of caution. every future exoplanet candidate will be judged not just by its orbit, mass, or composition, but by the character of its star, the violence of its stellar history, and its ability to endure. The James Webb Space Telescope, in revealing this planetary nightmare, has not dashed hope but refined it. It has given the universe more texture, more story, and more mystery. And Proxima B, though likely lifeless, now serves a different purpose. It is no longer a destination of hope, but a monument to cosmic reality. A reality where the conditions for life are not just rare, but fragile. And the stars themselves may be both creators and destroyers. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Proxima B's nightmare? Will alien life be found? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.